Odell Beckham Jr. story is my favorite story today.
Why is that so fascinating to you?
It's fascinating to me because when you have celebrities that are out there, people say things about them, and you really don't know if the person is telling the truth or if the celebrity is telling the truth. If it makes a celebrity look bad, they're going to deny it. But then it's like, why would a random person make up such a ferocious lie about a celebrity? It's not like this woman came out and said, I dated Odell Beckham Jr. and he didn't tip a waiter. She came out and she said that he likes, how do I say this nicely?
He likes to be pooped on.
Okay, fine. He likes to be pooped on during sex. Yeah. It's such an outrageous lie. It's such an outrageous thing.
Well, you can't say it's a lie because you don't know.
Well, okay. So she's what they call a thought. Do you know what a thought is?
No.
THOT. Thought stands for that hottie over there. Colloquially, thought is like those girls that go after NBA players and NFL players to kind of trap them. Mm-hmm. You know, that's kind of what their reputation is. They're kind of like groupies, but not the good kind, like kind of the sleazy kind. You know? So there's this podcast about thoughts. So here's this girl who is a self-identified thought who says that she had this relationship with Odell Beckham Jr. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who he is, he's a football player. He used to be here in New York. Now he is, ironically, at the Cleveland Browns, which is hilarious when I found that out because the story is about poop.
So she's come out to say that he likes that.
Yeah, she's claiming that she had a relationship with him and that during the course of their short relationship, I use the word relationship like lightly because it seems like they kind of hooked up a few times, allegedly. You know what I mean? So here's what she told this Thought podcast.
Allegedly. Yes, he loves to be on.
Ooh!
Okay, that was my first time ever. I never
You did it? You actually did it?
I actually couldn't shit. Okay, I couldn't shit. Okay,
I don't think I could shit the man either. What the fuck?
I could not do it. That was something like I'm a wild ass. I could do some freak asshole shit. I'm saying, but the shit part, you can't just do that to me like on spot. What?
Like shit right now.
Okay, he wanted me to come on a plane. And he was like, make sure you don't have any underwear. Don't take a shower for 24 hours. I'm like, damn, what the fuck you on? But he was like, take a picture. This is how I got flown out. He was like, take a picture of me. You shit. I was like, all right, fuck, I can do that. So I took a whole video, bitch. What you want? I was like,
I love you.
You took a video?
Of me shitting. So I sent it to him. I got like the next maybe 2 hours I was in Houston.
Was it like a selfie video? How did you do this?
I was just
knew that.
I made it sexy as possible.
Of course.
I'm gonna do that.
I feel like anything you do is sexy. I just look
We got the blueprint here.
For me to poop on.
Exactly. That's what he's looking for. But, I feel bad for people that have this fetish because unless you're dating somebody that regularly takes X-Lax or some sort of stool loosener, for lack of a better term, it's not like you can poop on demand. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a difficult thing. Like, if that's your thing, gross.
Right.
But if that's your thing, I don't know how you're going to find people that are just like, do they call you in the morning? Like, I'm a morning pooper, which means I'd have to have sex with my guy in the morning.
I hate to say it, but I knew a guy in a band who liked that.
Did he?
Yeah. So
okay.
Girls have said that many girls have said that this guy likes that.
And how did they achieve the goal of satisfying him?
They just had to. I mean, it was something that he really wanted. And I know way too much about it because it's not like you do it and then you stop and you clean it off and you go on. This guy liked it to be massaged in.
Oh, wow. Who does the massaging? The girl?
I didn't ask that much, but yeah.
How do you do this during COVID? This is people who like this during COVID. This is a real issue for them because it's not very clean. But okay, so I mean, since you know so much about it, did the consistency? Was he with women that had healthy diets, or do you like women that maybe had upset stomachs? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know if the girls did it. I didn't go that far. I just know that every girl he was with, he would ask.
Did the consistency matter? Do you know what I mean? Like some mornings it's good, some mornings not so good. So
These are one night stands. So this is a band. So this is a guy that's only going to be in town for one night.
right. So he got whatever somebody was willing to give him.
Right. They come around every other year and play the Coliseum, and he
Right.
wanted that every time he hooked up with a girl. And it's not something that you can do and keep under wraps. I mean, if you're going to ask every girl in every city to do that, it's going to get out.
Well, I think the reason why you do it in every city because you want it to get out because you want to put the message out there that if girls are interested in that, that's what you want from them. You don't want you don't want to spring that on a girl. You don't want a girl to show up thinking she's going to hook up with you and not know that that's really what you're looking. You got to prepare for that.
So you think Odell put this out there himself so people can know?
I personally think that this is a huge lie and this girl is making it up. I watched her say it. I saw what she looked like. There's no way he hooked up with her, first of all. His denial of it wasn't like, no comment, or I'm not going to justify. He came out and he said, well, listen, you hear for yourself. Here's what he said.
I'm gonna be honest, out of every rumor, situation, all the bullshit that I've dealt with in my career, this was the funniest shit.
Were you laughing at?
My boy sent it to me,
Who
and
sent-
I woke
who
up.
sent- who sent this
Ben
drink?
sent it to me, and I seen it. It was like 7 a.m. when I was going to take my test, and I watched it, and I called him back in tears, crying like I have never, ever in my life heard this one. I couldn't even believe it. I was on the field, and they were like, "Oh, man, don't tell me it's true, man. Don't tell me I like to get on." Like, I'm like, dog, I've never heard this in my life. Out of all the rumors, I never could have imagined this is like even real.
For me to poop on.
I don't think that's something a girl makes up. I mean, how can you make that up?
She wanted to hook up with him. She met him somewhere at a party, at a something. They maybe made out and he didn't want to take it any further. And this is her revenge. She went on this thought podcast to disparage him and start these rumors about him because really it's her word against his. This is no different than a woman that says that a guy had sex with her when he didn't.
But why couldn't she make up something else? That's really strange to even think of.
Because we're talking about it. Because she wants to embarrass him publicly. Listen, there's nothing else that she can say that would get us interested. This is interesting.
For me to poop on.
I mean, if it wasn't for that one guy that I knew and girls talking about him liking it, I would have never heard about this ever. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, my only thing was like, maybe that's why he went to the Cleveland Browns. Maybe this is like his way to let the
The
cat
world
out of the
know.
bag. That yeah.
I don't think that's a fetish most people know about. Or I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's not a very common fetish, and people that are sex experts, like Dan Savage, for example, like Dan Savage says, he's so open to kinks, but not that one. He said that one's just disgusting.
For me to poop on.